Hi guys, my name is Mike, and in this video I'm going to show you my favorite starting routes for the map Sarajevo. And I know that the beta is almost over. There's like 2 days left for the beta, but I'm guessing that the retail version of the game will have exactly the same map with the same layout. So let's start with the starting routes here. If you have an assault rifle, you want to run through the left side here, drop your nades in front of you. They will always catch somebody running. And then jump on top of this rock here. You must have seen it. If you played the beta, you must have seen, a sniper sitting on top of this rock, people picking people off. And this is a very effective route to run in the beginning because you have a lot of cover. And jumping on top of this rock here will just give you a good view of people running towards the bridge area, which is usually what attackers will do in the beginning of the match, because they'll try to flank. And the best way to do that is with an assault rifle. You have an SMG like the MP7 here. It's a bit trickier. You see here I wasted an entire clip, 40 round magazine on one person. So if you're running the Spec Ops class, you're better off running through the middle right here. Drop a nade against those walls, catch people running through. And then what you want to do is check your left here. This is where attackers will usually come from. And this sandbag area here is where they will post up. You will see that in the second part of my video where I'll do the attacking routes. This area here is where attackers will rush to at the beginning of the match. Sorry. And it's very important that you hold this central area here, because it's a bomb site. It's a potential bomb site, and it's in the middle of the map, which means that if you allow attackers to take control of the middle here, they can easily they have 3 out of 5 bombs covered. They'll get them real quick. Whereas if you have this area here covered, it's a lot easier for you to defend. You can also use the Pointman class, which is also a very fast class, but you don't have grenades. You have flashbangs, which I think puts you a bit at a disadvantage. You could have done a lot more with grenades instead of flashbangs. And if you don't want to run through the middle here, you can flank around. But most of the time you'll find that this area here is going to be packed with people. You might even come across the entire enemy team, like 5-6 people at the same time. So if you want to run through the bridge area here, up on top of the bridge, I suggest you do that with a long-range weapon like a sniper rifle or an assault rifle, because running with an SMG, a Spec Ops class, you'll get destroyed. You'll find so many people coming up this area here that you can't deal with them with an MP7. You need something that gives you a bit more range. And if you look at the wall here, the right side of the wall is a lot shorter than the left side of the wall behind me, and that makes it a very easy target, especially if somebody's having a noob tube like I'm doing here. You'll find that as people understand the map more, you'll get noob tubed here very quickly. So what you want to do is just stop defenders and get the hell out of there real quick. And finally, this is the last flanking route I'm going to show you guys. It looks like the safest, but believe me, it's the most dangerous. Not only because you'll come across people here at the bridge, usually 1 or 2 people flanking around, but it's also very easy to get naded. And you see here in the attacking side, this is my favorite route to run with the Spec Ops class. What you want to do is drop your nades against that wall there that I'm pointing right now, and that will catch at least 2-3 people coming through, either kill them or injure them. That's why I was saying before that it's extremely dangerous coming through that right side when you're defending. And this is the sandbag area I was telling you guys before. This is what attackers will usually do. Throw a couple of nades against that wall and then post behind this wall here and pick off defenders coming through. And you see here the nades that I was telling you about. This area there, it's usually packed with defenders who, once they stop in their tracks, then what they'll do is they'll hide behind that little bush there. You can see them, they're highlighted. So throwing a nade against that tree over there will get you a couple of kills every single time, and you'll stop defenders. And my favorite class to run here is the Spec Ops class, because obviously you can use that hack ability and see through walls. and then use your speed to flank around and get defenders in the sleep. If you want to use the assault class, you know what you lack in speed, you cover in firing power. Again, here sitting behind this sandbag area and dropping a nade where where defenders are expected to be, you know, with a nade over there. You can also do the same with a heavy gunner class. Even though you're a bit slower, once you get to this area here, you're pretty much unstoppable. Sound hoarding is also a very big part of the game. You know, you hear people coming behind you and to your right and stuff like that, so you can set up your bipod here and be a real pain in the ass for defenders. And I don't know if you've noticed, but there's no ammo count on the LMG once you put your bipod down. It says infinite number of rounds, so you can understand what that means. Finally, you can run the same route with your sniper rifle and pick off people coming through that gate over there. And you see me running the same route over and over, but believe me, this is the only route that I felt that's very useful to show you guys, because everything else most of the time ends in a stalemate. The only thing that you can also do that's quite effective is with your LMG class, just drop your nades in front of you and sit in front of this behind this little wall here and set up your bipod. Again, same thing, infinite ammo, a laser beam for a gun, and you can just pick off defenders coming down that pathway that I was showing you from the defender's perspective as well. It's just that don't overstay your welcome. You know, you just kill a couple of people here and run back, because most of the times you'll either get sniped or quite possibly noob tube. That's the most likely outcome if you stay here a bit too long. And finally, the last thing you can do if you have a fast class like the Pointman or the Spec Ops is attempt to run across this bridge area here. I don't really recommend it, because 9 out of 10 times there will be quite a few people around here, but if you get lucky and there's nobody there, or there's one guy, you can just easily flank around and get the defenders. This is the area where I was throwing the nades before from the other side that you were, if you were watching the entire video. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you found this video useful. The rest of the video is just a couple of more clips of the same thing, just showing you that you know you can do it consistently. I'm looking forward for your questions, so take care, guys. Bye.
Nice placement.